We started off the first circle sentencing, and very proud of that achievement. That gave an opportunity for offenders to be brought in front of a panel of elders and community people. My name's Antionette. I'm a board member. I'm from the central southeastern zone, and I live in Queanbeyan, and I represent that area and the ACT. I was chairperson for 7 years of the Southeastern Aboriginal Legal Service, SEALS, until we amalgamated, and then Matilda House came on as the board member, and I was the alternative. And now I am back as the board, and Matilda's my alternative. My family's had a long association with Aboriginal Legal Services, mainly in Queensland. I helped set up the Aboriginal Legal Service in Ipswich in Queensland, and was always an active member of Brisbane ALS, and I was on the executive committee for the national body for legal services, Aboriginal Legal Services. I was their secretary for a few years. NAILS was the main body for all the Aboriginal services in Australia that set policies and things. Yes, I've been involved with SEALS for about 9 years, 7 as chairperson and other 2 as deputy chair. We had office in Canberra, Maruya, Nara. Head office was based in the ACT, and then with Jerry we negotiated where the main office would be, and it was moved to Nara. I think it's been really important that we established the legal service down there because of relations with the police and racism, and a lot of Aboriginal men were getting locked up for minor things, and getting picked up on the street, and their rights weren't getting looked after, which is why they established the Southeastern Aboriginal Legal Service. A lot of the men were diving for lobsters and abalone, which down there is the traditional food, and being prosecuted for having too many, and that's been a never-ending story down there. You always have fisheries down there, and I think it takes away, people's right to practice their culture, and their right to be able to go out and teach their kids, how to go diving, and teach and having that opportunity to feed their family on traditional food. So, that's been a very sore spot down there in regards to with the fisheries and that taking a lot of our men to court, which is why I got involved, because I think it's important that we have an Aboriginal legal service to look after rights of us as Aboriginal people, and in a culturally appropriate way, that they understand what's happening out in our communities. They understand the cultural aspects, and rather than going into legal aid, and Aboriginal people don't like to be telling their story over and over again to different people, and and I think it breaks down barriers, having field officers there to educate our non-Indigenous lawyers on the protocols and how to engage with our communities. And that's very vital, because each community is different. Each area has their own protocols, and it's important then when our solicitors go from place to place that they understand what the protocols are and they know the process to engage with the community. We started off the first circle sentencing and very proud of that achievement. That gave an opportunity for offenders to be brought in front of a panel of elders and community people. It gave an opportunity for them to be judged by their peers, but also an opportunity to talk about their crime, and it's worked really well. ACT now has circle sentencing too, and I think it's that's happened because of the dedication of our staff and their work within the community. That the circle sentencing down in Narra was and has always been very successful since its inception. At the end of the day, it's about ensuring that our people out in the community are looked after to provide a high quality Aboriginal legal service, but in a culturally appropriate way.